In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the steps of setting up a Windows bootable USB stick. It just takes a couple of steps, and we're going to be using a tool called Rufus. So let's get to it. We're at our Windows 10 desktop. I can open up my browser. And the website that you want to go to is rufus.ie. I'll make sure I link that in the description below. What we're going to do over here is we're just going to scroll down a little bit here, and we're going to be downloading the tool here. Rufus 321 is the latest one that's out. Gonna click on that and it's gonna automatically download. It's not a very big file. It's just under 1.5 megs. We'll go ahead and click on that to open it. If you're prompted like this, just say yes. Now it wants to do an update policy. If you wanted to check for updates online, I don't see any issues with this, but if you want, you can say no. I'll say yes to that, so it automatically updates. Gonna minimize my browser so we can take a look at the Rufus window over here. Right now I don't have any devices plugged in. I'm gonna be plugging in this USB Kingston flash drive. I find the Kingston drives and the Patriot drives very reliable. Go and I'll make sure I link it in the description if you want to take a look at the hardware I'm using. So right now, for the boot selection, we have the option for non-bootable FreeDOS or disk ISO image. We're just going to be leaving it as disk ISO image. And then over here on the select section, we can select to download. Now, this seems like a lot of hassle of you trying to find the ISO. It'll get it for you, so go ahead and select that. Alright, so we selected the download in the list and now we're just going to click on download. All we have to do is select the operating system that we want. So in this video we're going to be doing Windows 10, but you can see that we have versions 7, 8 and 11 as well. So go ahead and select 10 and then click on continue. And now you get to select the release. So the release build versions that are all here, we can go ahead and select the latest one that they have. And now we have the latest really selected here. On this, all we have to do is click on continue. And now it's letting us select the edition. It is the only one that you can select under edition. And you click on continue. So now it has the language to select. English International is the one over here by default. You can go through the list and find out which language you want. If you want something more specific, I like using the United States version. And the architecture, if you're using a 32-bit system, you want to use x86. But if you're able to do x64, that is going to be the one that you want. And the last option over here is the option to download using your browser, or just download in the background. I'm just going to leave this unchecked and click on download. And it's asking me where I want to save this image file. I'll be saving it in my downloads folder. Go ahead and click on save and you can see that it's now downloading the image. The speed of this download will depend on your connection. What I'll do is I'll jump over to the next step when this is complete. Okay, the download is now complete. We have a volume label. This is giving me the label of the drive. You can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it Windows 10. And the next thing that you have over here is the file system. Inside filesystem.ntfs is the only one selected. It's definitely the one that's recommended. Cluster size is 4096. This is going to be the best one as well in here. It's also the default one. And then below in the advanced options, you can choose a quick format. If you uncheck this, it'll take more time, but it does a low-level format, so leave it as is. And then we're going to go ahead and click on this start button. And now for the customized options, you can give it any name that you want. So the username when you log in here can be whatever username you want. I'll just type in Geek Rock for mine, but you can just type in any name here for the login screen. In the other two options are set regional options, the same as same values as this user. That's fine with me. And I like to disable all the data collection so I can check that as well, and then click on OK. So it's just letting you know that everything on this USB drive will be removed. It's going to format it right now when you click on OK, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, and now it's going to be copying and writing everything to the USB drive. This takes a couple of minutes. What I'll do is I'll jump over to the next step, so that process is now complete. You can see it took over 16 minutes. 16 minutes and 15 seconds to be exact, but our image is now ready. We can go ahead and click on close, and if we go over to our file explorer, we expand this a little bit here. You can see that we have our drive listed here as Windows 10. That's the label that we gave it when we selected it. Now plug in your USB in your laptop. Now click power button. Some laptop will automatically detect your USB, some are not. If your laptop did not automatically detect your USB, you need to double-click F11 or F6 until the recovery setting is opened. Find your USB in your recovery and it will reboot and flash your laptop and start installing the Windows 10. So mine is automatically detected, I will just follow the steps. Click Custom Install Windows Only Advanced. So here it's your choice if you want to reset or not your laptop. I will reset mine. You can now remove the USB in your laptop. Now your laptop has successfully flashed in Windows 10. You can now proceed to type your name, password, account and more. Now you successfully set up your laptop, please leave a like, subscribe and click the bell.